usually like to record these because it helps with okay, I need a connection. Helps with your content library as time goes on, and then just anything that's missed. But no worries, we can just go ahead and get started. Hopefully, it'll still. Um, yeah, I'll just record from my phone for now. All right. So, how are you? How have you been since we last spoke?
I'm doing good. It's exhausting. I I came back Saturday midnight. It's
Wow.
a lot of things. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it seems like you've been traveling quite a bit lately.
Yeah, it's mainly the property. Nobody I can trust there on the ground. But now I'm trying to use one couple. The husband works, the wife doesn't. So maybe they can help me a little bit more. But
Okay.
I still
Okay.
want to, get this course up and start doing something to
Right.
get it
Okay, cool.
monetized. Yeah.
Okay, no, that makes sense. And that's really what I want to discuss today, just so we can kind of move forward. So you do want to move forward with the Altus Millionaire Club, correct?
Mhm. Yes.
Okay. Okay, cool. Cool. Then in that case, let's start by this is how I usually start because I know we had our first meeting, it was like half SaaS, half school, but let's focus on this. Whenever you guys have like feedback for the SaaS product, just tell me and
Mhm.
I'll continue that. But for now, I want to work on maximizing your conversion, okay? Because that's usually where
Okay.
we start. So I'm going to
Mhm.
teach you the formula for the about page and the discovery description, as well as your
Mhm.
photos. And
Okay.
then your homework will really be that. So revamping your about page, your discovery, sending me any reviews that you have. And then next week we'll work on refining your classroom and come up with two like asset inventory so you can start unlocking low ticket MRR.
Mhm.
Does that sound good?
Sure.
Okay, great. Okay. So let me actually join this from my other computer so I can share my screen. And we've gone through some of this, so we may not even need to go to it in that depth. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create our shared document, and this is where everything that we work on will sit. And for this, it should be available to your email already. And for your school group, just so we're
Mhm.
aligned, what is your main North Star? Is it to monetize? Is it engagement? Is it because you had said that you're not going to do a high ticket, right? So what
No,
is
I
your
can't.
primary goal?
It's just monetize it and then just have a paid community, not high ticket, just maybe I'll say start with 17 or $27. And then oh now I see your I think that's your five. I
Yeah,
just
that's just
accepted.
my other
Okay.
computer. Okay.
And then just a course. I once we build up this, I want to probably put what 1 to 4 hours every week into this. Just make it the
Okay.
paid members feel they get their money worth, but I'm not go inside them and talking one on one, try to convert that. I'm not taking them to a several thousand dollar one on one coaching program, which I can't do
Right.
it for the because of the license.
Okay. Okay. Makes
So
sense.
it's
Okay. So
really an educational, it's really a course. If they learn something, I hope they started doing it. Otherwise, it's just it's on them, right? But I will tell them they will always have the lifetime access. I'll continue put additional content or courses in whatever they purchase. And that's
okay.
about it for my school community.
Okay. Okay, good. Okay. No, that makes sense. So in that case, let me know when you can see. my screen. And the reason that we always start off with the discovery like formula and the about page formula is because we want to maximize your conversion. Once your conversion is say 20%, 30%, now we know that if 100 people see your community, 20 to 30 will join. And then that's when we work on engagement more so. And so that content library that I sent you, you can actually start posting that now
Mhm.
and getting members externally, but also getting members to engage internally.
Yeah,
Um, and so, first off, the formula for your discovery description is pretty simple. It's you want to lead with the outcome, right?
transformation.
Let me go.
I'll probably change the 10K MRR if I'm not doing the one-on-one. I think it's just pretty much open for anyone who wants to learn how to accumulate tax-free wealth. And $500 to learn what other people is doing should not be a huge investment. And then they could
That's
always have
that is very
access.
true.
They could always
That,
have access to the content.
that is very true. Let me see. Okay. So it's pretty simple. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna take this formula and then you're going to your about page becomes an extended version of it. So the formula is really you want to lead with the outcome. Okay. You want
Hmm.
to speak to their problem, drop some gold on what's inside, so like an asset library or something like that, and then touch on the community briefly. And so you can see leading with the outcome, make your first 5K or scale it to 25K, speak to their problem, don't build a loan, start building profitably. And then you drop like an asset library. And this asset library is going to be the first seed that we plant for people to
Hmm.
ascend up your payment tier. Okay. And what I mean by that is now that you have 300 automations, when we go to your plans, it'll be like free will have maybe 300, premium will have 1,000, VIP will have 3,000. And this works time and time again. So if you look at Tony's group, it's leading with the outcomes, speaking to their problem, and then his asset libraries that we came up with. Because as you're doing your classroom, the
Hmm.
key to low ticket MRR I've learned is that you don't want to offer more than 3 modules for free. Like really
Hmm.
only 2 to 3. So when we look at Tony's and he's like added one more. So here you can see it's 1, 2, but anything else, if you want to level up, if you want to really learn how to find peace, you're gonna have to upgrade to premium or to VIP. And so when we look at his plans, it's almost the same setup to where it's like 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. Another example of this is Alfina with Authentically You. You can see that in her classroom, there's really no more than 3 free modules, even just one. You unlock this level 2, level 3. Everything else, you're gonna have to upload or upgrade to premium or VIP. And when you do
Hmm.
that, people are able to actually go through that first course. And then they feel like they've learned something, they've leveled up, and they're much more likely to go through the other course. And so that's going to be the first step. Let me, and I'm going to be putting this in our shared document with your homework.
Okay.
But so let me bring this over here. So this is the formula. And here are some really good examples. So make your first 5K scale to 10K. Don't build it alone. Start building profit. For Emmanuel, fix your credit, secure 50 to 250K in funding, build a funding business, start by checking your credit GPA. Same last one, stop fighting your brain, start building with it, speak to the problem, etc. And so a good example of this for you would be like, something like this. Build a tax-free million in 5 to 7 years. Stop letting the IRS eat your MRR. And then you're teaching them what's inside. And so keep this kind of same formula as you're building this out. For the about page formula, it's almost the same, but a longer version. And
Mhm.
how I teach this is you want to lead with scarcity. So free for now, but not forever, or free for the first 300 members. That's the scarcity part. Second is some sort of lead magnet, so a quiz that they can take to extract what they need before they join. This ends up pouring into engagement as well. And then you
Mhm.
want to go back leading with the outcome. So learn to scale your school, community, or business to 10K, etc. The next bit is credibility, right? So why should they trust you? Why are you the person that's going to help them to achieve the outcome that you've explained here? And then you want two sections. In here, you'll learn how to, and this is kind of telling them what they're going to learn, how they're going to level up, and then what is
Mhm.
inside. Once again, this is planting the seed for you to charge them money in the future. And then you're going to speak to the community, and then you're going to tell them who it's for and who it's not for. So some people say if you're looking for a like fast wealth, this is not for you. I found that it's better to speak to who it is for. And so
Mhm.
once um, again, there's a ton of examples. Even if you just go through everybody's about page in evolution, you can see Tony. He leads with scarcity. He drops the quiz that we made so they can go take the quiz, and then leads with the outcome. Learn natural ways to heal yourself. He explains his story, and then he explains his credibility. He says what he'll learn. He says what's inside. Last example, same with Tim. We actually need to change this because he just passed 200 members. Scarcity, we lead to his lead magnet quiz. Stop being the world's best secret. Learn to create content that amplifies your art and business. He speaks to his credibility. And then what he learned, what you'll learn, what's inside. And I've seen it work time and time again. When you do it right, people will upgrade, right? So we went paid maybe 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. Um, and we're doing pretty good. And so a lot of it pours down into that like how you plant seeds for that, okay? And
Mhm.
so an example of this for you would be something like this. And I'll send a couple more about page example, and I'll share the formula as well. This is the scarcity, free for now, not forever, right? If you end up making a quiz, you can put that there. Outcome, bill tax free, credibility. You explain your story, right?
Mhm.
Um, Zoom in a little bit. And then these are the most important parts and where a lot of your homework is going to be from. It's going to be really ironing out and helping me know what do you want to teach inside of the classroom. So in here, what are they going to learn, right? Um,
Mhm.
et cetera. Um, and then what's inside? There's like asset inventories that I spoke about. And we'll just change these later. Okay. After that, there's a formula to the images as well. And this is going to help you really maximize your conversion. And you're not doing a high ticket, so we can take this out. is the images that you use on your about page. And so there's a formula to the images too. And it's pretty simple. What I've learned is that it's you, right? So you want to show yourself and your accomplishments as simple as like simple as that is. Next thing is proof. And your proof doesn't even need to be crazy. Your proof can be 3 reviews or 4 reviews. It can be from an Instagram comment to an email to something on a website, even to something that somebody posted in school. And you want to bring those together so that people can very easily see what is inside. And then after that, it's really a banner about what is inside. And that's kind of up to you to decide. So it seems like you'll have jam-packed modules. You can steal this. Weekly live Q&A calls if you want to do bi-weekly or monthly. Full access to me, I think this is important because it plants the seed that VIP may be a monthly call with you or even if it's like full access, it can be like if you're in VIP, you can text me on school, I'll respond in 2 to 3 hours, right? You'll
Hmm.
work on those 2 asset libraries and then a monthly giveaway. This monthly giveaway, some people see this and they think money or no, this can be like we're going to play a game, the winner gets a free one-on-one call with me, right? Or we're going to play a game, the winner gets a free month of premium, something like that. And then you do want to speak to the community, right? So a community of high performers that are building wealth or something like that. We grow together, we sharpen um, each other, etc. And you can see this translates across anything, right? So he has his main banner with his proof, NBC Temptations. He has the his proof, right? This is some of his proof. And then he has
Hmm.
what's inside. If you get 3 of those right, honestly, the other 3 pictures, you can do anything and it's fine. But I think that the proof, and what's inside are 3 of the most important things to increasing conversion. And you can see we've gotten his conversion up to 35%. Okay. And so all of this that we're working on this week is going to position you to begin really boosting your conversion. Um, any questions?
Do I need to get everybody has a video testimonial? I do have one lady. We did the exchange. I did the testimonial video testimonial for her. I can invite her back and do one for me and post it there.
Okay, yeah, you can. To be honest, you don't really need one. Like my convert like to this day, my conversion was actually the highest when I never had a testimonial video. My conversion used to be maybe 40%. Now it hovers around 32%. And so really like it's not that crucial, right?
Mhm.
Um, but it may help. Like even like and to really show you like a good example of this, Emmanuel. When he joined Evolution, he was ranked 4,700. Now he is about to be top 30. And if we go to his profile, I don't. Oh, or yeah, he got a video. I think there's some people that don't have videos. So if you go to like Focus Founder. Oh, no, what? Yeah, I guess that a video does help for some, but it's not a deal breaker, I'll say.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, yeah. Um, so yeah, this is so what I'll be working on this week. And if you want to make me an admin of your school, it's fine as well. But we want to update your about page,
Sure, I will.
your discovery description.
And I have another guy. He said he has a very small group. He said he's willing to help my community. So later on, he will have more experience since my community has 300 something members. I'll make him admin. I'll make you admin, and then we can just make that community a little bit vibrant. It's just so quiet.
Okay. Yeah, and that's even going to be some of your homework. Begin posting externally and internally. from your library. What I've found is that the best way to unlock engagement is actually just asking your members questions. So it can be like, how are you feeling today? What's your favorite investment right now? Right? Just a simple, whatever, those questions that are easy to answer. Um, Last thing I'm going to be working on for you this weekend is I'm going to be revamping your categories. These categories are so important. Probably the most important thing, or
How do
one
you
of the top
revamping
five most
it? It's
important
money. You want we can change
things.
it?
Wait, sorry?
What do you mean revamping the categories? It's all
Yeah,
it's
we're
me
going to change them, even just slightly,
to
so that it allows people to always have something to post about. And so the way that I work with people is we change the categories and then we even introduce that we have changed the category. So even if you go to recess, my number two pin post is category how to navigate recess. And I'm explaining use homeroom for this, use school hacks for this, use introductions for this. Even if we go to I think Alive Again is a great example of this. We changed his. And so now people know if they want to discuss, they come here. Now there's a channel for introduction. So what this does is now every new member that joins is going to engage because they're going to introduce themselves, right? Wins is
okay.
self-explanatory. Even for the quiz, now and you can see that now in his about page, everyone takes the quiz. And in his start here, I'm pretty sure we added to take the quiz. And then I even told him in your start here post, cool. So we'll even add it there. And now what it does is every new member is now going to engage twice. They're going to introduce themselves and they're going to paste their quiz results, right? A
Mhm.
channel just to unwind, a channel for support, and then weekly practices I like because this will give you something to post every day of the week, technically, if you want to. So last example of this is Creator Conservatory by Timo. He's really been pushing his quiz. So now anybody that takes the quiz is now posting their results and they're introducing themselves and they're shouting people out. All of these different things that I think are very important. And so that's what we'll be working on as well. And then lastly is your leaderboard names. I think your leaderboards are very they help people want to engage, right?
Mhm.
When you name them right, they want to climb up. So even just yesterday for the first time, I posted my leaderboard names. And now people are excited to reach those new levels, right? And I've seen this work time and time again. I worked with Ninja briefly, and if you go to one of his highest engagement posts was Ninja AI leaderboard levels are here. And you name them something fun, right? Whether that's like entry investor, like Altus millionaire MVP, whatever that may be. And so I'll like work on those and I'll send you some options to select this week. But when you do that, now people feel identity. Oh, wow, I'm a shadow walker, or now I'm a master ninja. All of these different things, and they become more likely to really stay and
Mhm.
engage in your group.
I have
Same
some
thing for
names
repeat.
for the I have some names for my leaderboard name, like the ranking. I it's
Okay,
some
okay,
kind of
great.
medals.
Okay. Okay. Well, yeah, then send me those. You can even post them in our you can even paste them in our Google Doc, and then I'll take a look at them and we can kind of refine
No,
them
right now
from there.
I have different names in my leaderboard.
Oh,
Can
oh,
you
oh,
see?
nice.
I have some kind of medal like bronze, diamond, something, something.
Okay,
Yeah.
no, this isn't bad. Okay, cool. This is a great start. I like to name them some kind of identity names so that
Okay.
every name is like enviable, right? And what I mean by that is if you look at like, because we're just gonna like when you reach here, it's like they feel like they've really achieved, built different.
Mm,
Empire Builder royalty. For this one, when they get higher Recess royalty, Hall of Recess, Legend, Untouchable. So you kind of want to give them names that like they feel so proud to even share it, because then what ends up happening is they'll even share when they up when they reach a newer level. So something like Legendary, Unstoppable, things like that, and it'll be related to your ICP, if that makes sense.
okay.
Um, but cool. Okay, so we have 2 minutes left. Any questions for me?
Where is the shared document? The
Yes. Yeah,
Google Drive.
let me share. And it should you should have access to it in your email. Let me see.
It's on. I don't remember. I think you gave it to me in one of the chat when we had the meeting. Can you send it
Okay.
to the WhatsApp?
Yeah, I can send it to you on WhatsApp and then I'll reshare it as well directly to your email. And then yeah, as always, if you have any questions, I'm always here. So you just let me know and
Okay.
I'll respond as soon as I can. Okay, perfect. So I just shared it to your email. The folder and the document. And then yeah, I'm always here. I'm excited. I do think that your community is a bit niche, but guess what? If we can get people to join for 7 years, that would be insane. Because now you have guaranteed MRR for 7 years. So I think that
Hmm.
it'll be exciting once we unlock conversion and engagement. So
Okay. Which email you send it to? The Jane1886 at Gmail, right?
yeah, yeah, that's the one that I sent it to.
Okay.
Have you seen
I'll
that?
go. Okay. Yeah, I got it. Thanks.
Okay,
Appreciate it.
you got it.
Yeah, I'll let you go.
All
I know
righty,
you have
well,
other meetings.
all right. Well, you have an incredible day. And as always, if you have any questions, I'm here.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Bye bye.
Bye.